Due to the rules of the change of diagnosis requests changing, a new form has been created. To access this, click on Module, Accidents, and Change of Diagnosis. First, we'll start with the Injury Details tab. On this tab, you need to select the ACC 45 number to which this form is relating to. If you click on the ellipsis here, it will bring up a list of the patient accidents and select the accident this is about. Once the ACC 45 number is selected, the relevant injury fields will be populated with the diagnosis codes and sides available. If you need to add a diagnosis code, click the Add button on the bottom left-hand side. If you wish to delete the diagnosis code, select the Delete checkbox here. If you wish to change an existing diagnosis, simply enter a new diagnosis in its place. There are some important things to note. When submitting the change of diagnosis form, please ensure you select the most relevant diagnosis as the primary diagnosis by selecting the checkbox here. The change of diagnosis number will be generated by ACC and will only be displayed once the form is accepted by ACC. Finally, the change of diagnosis form only allows you to add or delete the diagnosis previously submitted. It does not allow you to specify work capacity or restrictions. These must be completed using an ACC 18 form. We'll now move on to the Patient Provider Declaration tab. Here you need to select the checkbox confirming the patient declaration, and the date will automatically populate to today's date. As well as the details on the change of diagnosis form, there are mandatory fields within the patient register, the provider setup, and location setup that are required for the submission of this form. For a full list of both mandatory and optional fields in these modules, please refer to the full release notes. If any of the mandatory information is missing, a warning prompt will appear when you try to submit the form. This will explain what is missing. Once this form is submitted and accepted, none of the fields will be able to be edited. After this, if any changes are to be made, then an additional ACC 18 or change of diagnosis form needs to be completed. If the change of diagnosis form is rejected, these reasons or errors will be displayed to the provider upfront upon submission, as well as in the Claim Status screen. This is found under Module, Accidents, and Claim Status.